This lesson is 4-3, Loan Calculations and Regression. So, we are going to look at this table first, and this is just an example of a loan payment table. So it tells us our loan amount, it tells us what our interest rate is, our term is how long our loan is for, and then it tells us when it starts. Our total interest, our monthly payment is $927.01. Our total interest paid for the life of that loan is $66,000. Our loan was only for $100,000. Wow. Then they show us how our payments are broken up. So in the first month, we only ended up paying $302.01 onto that principal amount because the rest was interest. But you'll notice as the life of the loan goes on, your principal payment gets bigger and your interest payment gets smaller because your loan amount is getting smaller. All right? So that's how you read this table. So in January of 2010, this loan was still for $99,697. The payment of $927 was broken up into this amount for principal and this amount for interest. Very important. All right, so example 1. We've got our box at the top with a formula in it. Determine the total interest owed on a 5-year $10,000 loan at 6%. So we're going to take yesterday's notes and use that formula to find out what our monthly payment is. But what they're asking for is the total interest. So what I need to find out is how much I paid per month, so then I can find out how much I paid total and then subtract the loan amount. Okay? So when we look at yesterday's, we're going to use our monthly payment formula. So M equals our principal amount, which is $10,000, times our rate, which was 6% over 12, times 1 plus 6% over 12, raised to 12 times time, which is 5, over 1 plus 6% over 12, raised to the 12 times 5, minus 1. So go ahead and pause and put that in the calculator to get your monthly payment amount. Hopefully you got 193.33. So this is your monthly payment. Well, how many monthly payments did you make? Well, 5 years times 12, that means you made 60 payment amounts. So we're going to do 193.33 times 60. So do that in your calculator. You should get $11,599.80. So this is your total payment amount minus your $10,000, which was your loan amount, and that equals $1,599.80, which is your interest or finance charge. Wow. 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 That's a lot. That is a lot. All right. So let's check for understanding. Hannah is taking out a 4.3% loan to purchase an $18,000 car. The length of the loan is 8 years. How much will she pay in interest? So again, it's not asking us how much she'll pay, it's how much will she pay in interest. So we have to first figure out how much she's paying per month. So our monthly amount, we use that giant formula from 4-2, 18,000 times 4.3% over 12, 1 plus 4.3% over 12, 12 to the 8, over 1 plus 4.3% over 12, raised to the 12 times 8, and then minus 1. So go ahead, pause the video, get that into your calculator. You should have gotten a payment of $221.93. Well, she paid this. Again, this is her monthly payment. How many monthly payments do we have? We have to do 8 times 12, not 6. 8 times 12, which is 96. So she pays 96 payments. Multiply those. Go ahead, pause and get that. $21,305.28. Well, her car was only worth, or she only paid $18,000. So again, this is her total payment. This is her loan amount. So that means she paid in interest or finance charge $3,305.28 in interest or finance charge, depending on what they call it. Okay? So pause the video a minute and take all that in. Example 2. Claude wants to borrow $25,000 to purchase a car. After looking at his monthly budget, he realizes that he can afford to pay per month $300. The bank is offering a 5.9% loan. What would the length of the loan need to be so that he can stay within his budget? So we have a new formula, the loan length formula. We have a new button on the calculator, the LN button. Okay, make sure you know that doesn't say in, it's an L and an N. And that's a natural logarithm, but you don't need to know that. You just need to know it's a button on your calculator. Capital M is our pay per month. This is our capital M. So it's our monthly payment. P is our principal or borrowed amount. Okay. R is our rate. All right. So T equals, and another fraction bar, ln parenthesis M, which is 300 over 25,000 minus parenthesis ln parenthesis 300 over 25,000 minus your rate, which is 5.9% over 12, double close. 12 ln 1 plus your rate, which was 5.9% over 12, close. Alright, so we're going to plug this in the calculator. So let's grab our calculators. So on your calculator, you need that ln button. Right here is that ln button above the e to the x button. So we're going to have to hit Control E to the x to get the ln button. Okay? So now that you know where the ln button is, alright, so get our division. So ln, Control E to the x, fraction 300 over 25,000, get out, minus parenthesis ln again, so Control E to the x. Now a new fraction, 300 over 25,000 minus new fraction 5.9, and get your percent, which is by the letter G, over 12. Now we have to go to the bottom. You don't have to close it because see how there's those ghost parentheses? So it's going to do it for you. So on the bottom, 12, then Control E to the x to get the ln, 1 plus new fraction 5.9% over 12. It's going to take 8.95 years, which we're going to call 9 years. So I'm going to put down 8.956 ... on my paper, and then I'm going to call it 9 years. Because in the mid, he's not going to, well, he might make a partial payment, but it's going to take, we might say it'll take you about 9 years, okay? All right, so in example 2, what impact would an increase in the monthly payment of $50 have on the length of the loan? So now we're going to change that amount to $350, okay? So now your M, so this makes your M equal $350. So we're going to use the same equation, T equals ln, and I know it's tedious, but again, remember, you get these formulas, so that's the good news. So we're changing our work to say $350. We don't have to memorize these. 12 ln 1 plus 5.9% over 12. And how does that change our payment? Well, again, the good news is with the calculator, we don't have to retype things. We can just go up, make it blue, hit enter, change all those 300s to 350s, and there's only 2 of them, correct? And then hit enter. So the difference is 7.350 years, which we're going to call that, I guess. We're not going to round. So we went from 8.9 years to 7.3 years about. So that's a big difference in a $50 a month payment. Wow. So it depends on how bad you want that car, I guess. All right. So now let's try example 3. We're going to use this yearly payment schedule to answer the following questions. So this is like the one on the first page that we looked at. We know our loan amount is $10,000. That is part A. Well, look at that. All right. Then what is the length of our loan? Well, we paid our loan off in year 10, so 10 years. What is the monthly payment? And this is the part that most kids get wrong. They go and they say, oh, my monthly payment is $680. But notice they always change. Remember, your monthly payment is your principal plus your interest. So our principal in the first one is $680.52 plus $775.41. If you added any of these, they would all equal the same thing, okay? So that's important for you to know that it doesn't matter which one you take. When you add them up, that's going to tell you how much each year you paid. So when we add these two up, so that's not our monthly payment, that's our yearly payment. We get 145593. This is a year. So to find out what the monthly payment is, we're going to divide it by 12. So we get $121.33 a month. Okay? All right, because this table gave us per year. All right, so what is your total interest paid? So your total interest paid, I'm going to grab a different color. So your interest paid is right here. So we have to add it up. Okay, there's no easy way to figure it out using this table. So go ahead, pause the video, and add it all up. You should get $4,559.31 in total interest, or sometimes they call it that finance charge. All right, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Good luck.